like the Conan O'Brien of this show.
Although your head is not big enough, and you need to be about 10 feet taller. Maybe you could stand on the desk and then you sit.
Stand on the desk and interview?
Yes.
I don't know if this is going to work.
No, you should.
Do you think it'll make the interview better if I stand on the desk?
Yes.
Totally.
So cheers to you.
Hello.
Here with Rob this evening.
Yes.
And so what brought you in?
Love of waffles. Kind of the idea that maybe I could sit down and interview. You know, kind of this closet desire to be the interviewee, maybe the interviewer, but I don't know. What would I ask?
That with
I never stayed in a city for longer than a couple of years. I mean, the longest I think I stayed in Aspen for like 4 years. I was just a ski bum. For like 3 or 4 years, I had the best. I worked in this little bed and breakfast in Aspen, where we would ski with the guests and wait on tables. And I was a chambermaid. It was a little like 20 bedroom place, and we would work from like 6:30 in the morning until about 10:30 in the morning, and then ski. And bottom line is, I never had less money and lived more richly. And here's the really ironic thing. Now I work really hard so that if I want to, I can go skiing for a couple weeks out of the year.
I have a funny neighbor. I actually live in a duplex, and my neighbor is kind of crazy. She's turning into a cat lady.
Oh, so she's a kitten lady as of now?
Well, she had 2 domestic cats, and she just took in a feral cat a year ago, and that had a baby. I remember someone telling me once that all the cats were the same sex, so that it was kind of strange and miraculous that a cat should be giving birth.
Well, in Jurassic Park, I mean,
the frogs changed gender, and so the dinosaurs.
Yeah.
So I'm under the impression that it's a miraculous feline birth.
Well, life finds a way.
So I think in the feline world, this is some sort of coming of Christ. And this is but his birth, and we have to go through his life, persecution by neighborhood cats, death, and eventual resurrection. Which will be creepy.
But cute.
But cute, yes.
But cute.
Have to get little robes for all the cats.
Yeah.
Not really sure if you can put a cat on a cross, but...
You probably could.
What are we actually going to talk about? Who's your favorite philosopher?
When it comes to philosophy, I try not to put Descartes before the horse.
All right.
I know, pretty bad. But the reason I bring it up is they told us when we came in here today that Thomas Jefferson invented the waffle. He made the first waffle iron.
How do you suspect he did that?
He was a pretty crafty fella.
Thomas Jefferson?
Yeah, he was a pretty crafty guy.
He wasn't the one who invented electricity, right?
No.
That was Thomas Edison.
And it's a careful point of distinction. He didn't really invent electricity, he discovered it.
But it's so much more fun to say he invented it.
Fair enough. I'm not going to argue.
This man, very smart. Do not argue with a woman, and do not argue with a woman on PMS.
Are you on PMS
Not
right
that
now?
he knows that we're on PMS.
I didn't
but
know
just
that was
saying.
happening.
Okay.
I have one thing that I can show the audience. Anytime that you are with little kids,
You can't even hear us.
anytime that you are with little kids and you're not
Sorry about
able
that.
to get them to stop crying or you can't get them to behave, here's a little finger puppet that you can make.
Okay.
I call this guy Spike. Do you see him? Do you see him?
Is this legal?
Well, I don't think it's illegal. It's a finger puppet.
Illegal, folks. It's not illegal, so we can show it.
Anyway,
Okay.
little kids often